Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Robbie Amell? Easy. He's basically the internet's favorite "Hey, I know that guy" actor who keeps popping up in sci-fi projects and absolutely crushing it. He grew up in Toronto, started acting young, and slid into the industry with that classic combo of charm, kind eyes, and, I can definitely anchor a CW show, energy. A lot of people first caught him in The Tomorrow People or as Ronnie Raymond in The Flash, where he played one half of Firestorm. But the role that really cemented his vibe was Nathan in Amazon's Upload, where he gets to be funny, snarky, and vulnerable while trapped in a digital afterlife. It's a perfect fit for him because he excels at that slightly bewildered, good-hearted guy dealing with a bunch of weird tech nonsense. He also co-stars in and produces some genuinely fun indie-leaning sci-fi movies with his cousin Stephen Amell, like Code 8, which broods in the best possible way. Off-screen he comes across as grounded, family-oriented, and just normal in that refreshing Canadian way. Robbie Amell has one of those careers where you can see the gradual, steady leveling up. After doing the whole modeling and commercials thing as a kid, he moved into TV movies and teen roles. He had a recurring bit on Life with Derek, popped up everywhere from How I Met Your Mother to Pretty Little Liars, and then carved out space as the slightly dorky but lovable lead in The Duff. He's always had this approachable, your friend's hot cousin energy that directors love for grounded comedy. What's cool is how deliberately he's leaned into sci-fi. Upload basically lets him play a tech-era everyman with existential dread, but he still brings warmth to all the digital absurdity. Code 8, on the other hand, gives him a heavier, more dramatic lane, where he can brood, break rules, and throw some powers around. Those projects show he's not just sticking to one flavor of performance. He also does a surprising amount of voice and motion capture work. He's the face and voice of Chris Redfield in Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, tapping into that action hero grit. And he's been in everything from Scooby-Doo movies to American Pie spin-offs, which just proves he's got range and doesn't take himself too seriously. On the personal side, he's married to actress Italia Ricci, and their low-key couple goals. They've done the Hollywood thing without getting swallowed by the Hollywood thing, if you know what I mean. One thing that stands out with him is how consistently he gravitates toward projects that blend genre with heart. A lot of actors in his lane either go full action or full comedy. But he sits in that sweet spot where he can look heroic without pretending he's some invincible superhero, and he can be funny without clowning it up. Upload is basically the perfect example. He's playing a dead guy trying to live, but half the comedy lands because he reacts like a real person would if they suddenly found themselves trapped in a glitchy corporate afterlife. That groundedness is kind of his secret sauce. He also has this quietly savvy producer instinct. Code 8 wasn't some studio mandate. It was a crowd-funded passion project that ballooned into a full-on franchise. That takes vision, patience, and a fanbase that actually cares about you. Not every actor pulls that off. The Amell cousins basically build a little micro-studio vibe for themselves, which is both entrepreneurial and very, let's make cool stuff with our friends. Career-wise, he's got that steady, slow burn thing going that tends to age really well. Instead of getting shoved into a giant franchise and burning out, he's stacked mid-budget movies, buzzy streaming hits, and fan-loved TV roles. It's the kind of resume that keeps paying off because he's always visible without being overexposed. And honestly, part of why people like him is that he just doesn't give celebrity doing a persona. He gives guy you'd get coffee with who also happens to look like a Marvel animator drew him during lunch. He's funny in interviews. He doesn't try too hard, and he's comfortable being a little nerdy about the projects he loves. Robbie Amell, born April 21, 1988, in Toronto, Canada, is a Canadian-American actor and producer known for his charismatic screen presence and his work across science fiction, comedy, drama, and action genres. He began acting at a young age, initially appearing in commercials and school productions before pursuing the craft professionally. After training at the Canadian Studios Acting Academy, he transitioned into television and film, quickly gaining attention for his versatility and natural charm. One of Amell's earliest breakout roles was Stephen Jameson in The Tomorrow People, 2013-2014, a CW sci-fi series that showcased his ability to lead a high-concept narrative. He continued building his CW presence through a recurring role as Ronnie Raymond, Firestorm on The Flash, which introduced him to a global comic book fanbase and solidified him as a familiar face in genre TV. Amell became widely known for his comedic timing in the cult favorite film The Duff, 2015, where he played Wesley Rush. The movie's success helped propel him into more feature film work, including the sci-fi thriller ARQ, 2016, which he also produced. His interest in producing continued to grow, and he co-founded a production company with his cousin, actor Stephen Amell. Together, they developed several projects, including the indie film Code 8, 2019, which originated from a short they created years earlier. Code 8 became a notable example of fan-supported filmmaking, funded in part through crowdfunding, and later expanded into Code 8, Part 2. In 2020, Amell took on one of his most acclaimed roles, Nathan Brown in Amazon Prime Video's sci-fi comedy series Upload, created by Greg Daniels. In the show, Amell portrays a young app developer who, after dying unexpectedly, is uploaded into a digital afterlife. His performance blends humor, heart, and emotional nuance, making the series one of his standout career highlights. Beyond his professional life, Amell is often recognized for his approachable, grounded personality. He married actress Italia Ricci in 2016, and the two are known for their supportive relationship and low-key public presence. They welcomed their son in 2019. Off-screen, Amell has expressed interests in sports, especially hockey, and in advocating for causes such as children's hospitals and cancer research. Amell continues to balance acting and producing, often choosing projects that mix genre elements with character-driven storytelling. With ongoing roles in film and television, and an expanding portfolio behind the camera, he has established himself as a steady, engaging presence in contemporary entertainment. Robbie has one of those careers shaped quietly by consistency. He's never been the guy with the giant overnight breakout headline, but he's also never disappeared for years at a time. That's part of why he's
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye bye.